Hi, this is Christina. I'm Releasing for a Better Life. Again, I want to just briefly describe this program to you. This is where you release everything in your life, good and bad, to God. And God takes those releases, the good and the bad, and either makes them better, takes them away, sometimes gives you ideas how to fix them through messages that come in every form and direction in your life. And you use those to change your life for the better or to get rid of things altogether, whatever it may be. So these videos that I do are a type of journal talking about my experiences doing this program and how you can use it to help you as well, because the success that I'm having with doing this has been phenomenal, and I know that it can help you as well. So let me get started with today. What I want to talk about right now is finding your intention and focusing on that intention. And how do you do that? How do you find the intention and focus on it? And I've talked about this before, but I believe it deserves repeating, partly because it keeps coming back up in my life. And so finding your intention, or what you're really going for. What is this final goal that you want for something? What if, like, let's say you want a new relationship, you want a better job, or you want lots of money to come into your life, whatever it is, you have this direct intention, and you want this intention to be everything in your life. You want to really let go of all the other stuff that you can't control and focus on what this intention is. And what's the one simple way you can do that? It's really easy. You just have to make it your destiny and keep reminding yourself that it's your destiny. And as other things start playing up or coming up in your life, find a way to release those. Let them go. Give them to God and say, I don't need these right now. What I need is this. So let's say we're putting this towards having a new relationship. You know, you have all these other things going on in your life. Let's say simply like you're going on dates and the dates are not working out, or you're meeting people and they're not the right person. And so instead of focusing on those people, those bad dates, those bad events, whatever it may be, or any other problem you have going on in your life, like let's say you've got bills due, or your job is hard, or whatever it is, but your final goal is meeting your soulmate, the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. And then you focus on that and you release everything else. And that's where this program works so well for you, or for all of us, because you are able to say, right now I'm focusing on having a new relationship, meeting my soulmate, meeting this perfect person. I have all these things set up. It's a real clear picture for you, what you're looking for, what you want, and everything else you need to let go of. And so as you see these other things creeping into your life, remind yourself, that's not my destiny. My destiny is not my job. My destiny is not these bad dates. My destiny is not, a day where, again, I didn't meet didn't meet my soulmate. My destiny is this final destination of meeting my soulmate. That's my intention, and that's my final destiny here. And so you just continue to place that in priority. So when you start doing your releasing, when all these other things creep up, and they will creep up, you continue to let them go. You just imagine them in a bubble, put them on the bird, and release it to God. And you do this, you can do it at work, you can do it when you get home, anytime you want. You just continually release those things, and you don't let them hold your whole thought process, because you want your thought process to be on what you're trying to create in your life. And you can do this with anything. Like I said, you can do this with your soulmate. You can do this with, money you're trying to bring in, whatever you want. You make that your focus. You make sure that that's where your thought process is. And then keep reminding yourself, this is my destiny. Tell yourself all the time. Even do a release on that. I do that all the time when I'm working on something. I'll say, this is my destiny. This is it. And I'm going to put my destiny on this bird, and I'm going to send this bird away, and I'm going to imagine God taking this bird and making this bird, everything I've wanted it to be, everything I've needed it to be. I'm going to have him clean this whole process up and send this bird back down. And then I imagine the bird back into my life. and healing and bringing this destiny together. And you have to realize and know that just because you're doing this doesn't mean it's going to happen today. And that's part of the challenge. Like you say, well, but I've been releasing every day and I'm not getting this today. It will happen. It will happen. You just have to let things line up. They're always trying to line up for the best, for whatever this destiny and this, goal is, the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, your God and your angels are trying to line this up for you just perfect. But you have to give them a chance. And then you have to listen for the signals. You have to listen for the messages. Sometimes it comes in an intuition. Sometimes it comes in the form of a book. Sometimes it comes in the form of, a song maybe you hear. It can come in lots of different ways. For instance, like I talk to my husband, like, you talk about me a lot. Okay, so I'm going to talk about him again. Because when I was unintentionally doing this, I had an intention of meeting my soulmate, the perfect person for me. And I just, at some point in my life, I just knew that my destiny was to meet this person. I just knew it. I had no question in my head. I could see the person. I knew exactly what I was looking for. I knew exactly the kind of person I needed in my life. And the vision was there. It was clear. And one day I am sitting on the computer and getting some of the work done, and I get this weird kind of intuition that I need to go on to this dating site I had been on. And normally that was reserved for a totally different time, but for some reason I felt like I needed to go on this. And right when I went on it, I got a message from this man. And this man happens to be my husband now. And we didn't actually even click initially. It was, we were messaging back and forth, but we didn't click. I didn't necessarily like him, I'll be clear with you on that. But something about him and it kept clicking. It kept hitting in my head. I kept saying that something about this man is different. So I allowed myself to keep messaging him and actually agreed to meet with him. And the rest is history. It's a longer story than that, but because I listened to my intuition and I listened to the messages, I went ahead and got onto this dating site, and that's where I met my husband. Had I not gone on at that specific time, at that specific place, had I not listened to my intuition and the messages being received to go online at that time, I probably would have never met him, because he was actively dating other people. I was dating other people. And I don't know that he was actually on that site much. If you when I talked to him, he said he only went on like every once in a while, and he was actually trying to contact someone else. That's what's pretty funny about it. He wasn't even trying to contact me. And he, we agreed to meet, only for some strange reason. We both kind of felt pushed to meet each other, even though neither of us really connected with the other person at all. And like I said, I wasn't what he was looking for in the least. So, but here we are, many, many, many years later, and it's still working. And it's working because I listened to that intuition, and I went online, and he listened to his intuition and went online, and it worked out. And so, and it wasn't immediate, but I would say that the moment I felt like my destiny was there, the moment I just trusted that destiny, it was probably just a couple months. And I've talked to other people who've done the same. I talked to one woman, and I said, what do you feel like your destiny is when you're looking to meet someone? And she said, oh, my destiny is, she said, to meet someone younger, and so I said, well, just release it and then know your destiny, that you're supposed to meet this other person that you have your heart set on. And she said, I met him. I met him just a few weeks after I did that. So it can happen, and I've read a lot of stories where people say, I knew my destiny was to get a raise at work, or to have unsuspecting money come my way. And it happens, even the fact where my husband and I ended up, we went through a lot of trials financially trying to get here and trying to get to this place that we live now. But my husband, if you were to ask him, he said, I knew that that was the location we needed to end up. I knew that was the state we wanted to live in. I knew that was the state that was going to be best for us. And so through about 5 years of trials and tribulations, it is where we ended up. And he never gave up that thought, that destiny of where he was supposed to live. And you know, we're happy here. This was a good place for us to end up. So anyway, so I hope this helps you. It's, you know, like I said, it's a tough place to be, to understand your destiny and to then live as if you already know that your destiny is there. No matter what happens, your destiny is there. And I, you know, talk about this in the sense of like, you know, sometimes I come home and I've talked about my work and it's very stressful. And it's been recently that I've had to just remove the stressfulness of my job and say, you know what, this is not my final destiny. This is just a place that I'm working from. So I'm learning to release all the stress from work, knowing that it's not my final destiny. And you know what, work is going better. It's going so much better. So anyway, I hope this helps you and I hope you can find it useful. If you need any help, please feel free to contact me. I would love to help you with this. And please, you know, if you've had success with it, let me know too, because it's a great program. I can promise you fantastic success with it. Thanks and see you next week.